This is your GTA real estate recap for 2025. The market didn't crash, it didn't stabilize, it quietly shifted, and that shift matters heading into 2026. If you own a home, if you're thinking about buying, or even if you're just watching the market, this matters because 2025 didn't feel dramatic. There was no panic, no frenzy, but quietly buyers' behavior changed. Sellers' expectations adjusted, and negotiation came back. Most people missed it because it didn't make noise, and that's exactly why 2026 is where consequences show up. I want to walk you through what actually changed across GTA, what we saw specifically in Mississauga, and how that reset shapes the decision buyers and sellers are making right now. Hi, my name is Yusuf Nasari, a real estate broker in Mississauga and the GTA West. I share market updates and insights a few times a week, so if you want to stay informed, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's zoom out first. Across the GTA, about 62,400 homes sold in 2025. The year before, it was closer to 70,000. That's about 7,500 fewer transactions in 1 year. Now, that's not small swing. That's the market slowing in real way. And when sales slow like that, it doesn't mean buyers vanished. It means they pulled back. They stopped rushing, they stopped chasing, they started comparing. Now let's talk pricing in 2025. The average GTA home sold for about $1,020,000. In 2024, it was closer to $1,070,000. So prices eased, not collapsed, not booming either. They eased. When I say average, I'm talking about all types of homes combined: condos, townhomes, semis, detaches. So this is not about one segment breaking, it's about the direction of the market, even though each segments move a little differently. Even towards the end of the year, prices were still below where they were the year before. Not aggressively, but consistently, which tells you something important. This wasn't a flat year, this was a reset year. Now, add sales activity on top of that. In December 2025, about 37 homes sold across the GTA. The year before, it was just over 4,000. So we had fewer buyers making moves, more options on the table. And when that happens, something changes. Negotiations come back, not on paper, not in headlines, in real conversations. Now let's bring this home to Mississauga locally. We saw the same thing. Homes were still selling, just not at the same pace people got used to. In December, about 333 homes sold. The year before, it was closer to 380 homes. So activity slowed here too. If you are a detached homeowner, you really need to hear this. Detached homes adjusted. In 2024, the median detached price in Mississauga was about 1.325. In 2025, it dropped roughly to 1.237. That's an average of $87,500 shift in 1 year. Now, let me tell you, that's not noise. That's the market adjusting. Now, detached homes usually hold the value longest. They're usually the last to move. So when even that segment softens, it tells you buyers aren't desperate anymore. They're not chasing, they're not choosing. Now, the question becomes, why did this happen? And no, it wasn't just interest rates. Yes, borrowing costs eased a bit, but confidence doesn't come from rates alone. Confidence comes from job security, income stability, the economy, what people feel about the future. And when people feel uncertain about the bigger picture, they don't rush into seven-figure decisions. They pause, they reassess, they wait. That's what 2025 looked like. So what does that mean for 2026? Here's the honest answer. 2026 won't be a boom year. It won't be a breakdown either. It's a directional year. If confidence improves, activity picks up gradually, not explosively. If confidence stays cautious, the market stays selective, not frozen, just disciplined. Homes that are priced properly, presented properly, and positioned correctly will still sell in any market. Homes priced on old expectations will sit longer than sellers expect because the market isn't emotional, it's logical. It rewards alignment, not hope. For buyers, 2026 is about patience and leverage. You're not competing the way you used to, you're negotiating with information. For sellers, 2026 is about precision. You can't hope your home sells higher than what the market around you is actually doing. You can't price on hope. You have to price on reality. And this is where guidance actually matters. This isn't the kind of market where you throw up a sign from Home Depot listed on MLS and assume it sells. That playbook doesn't work anymore because the market has changed, but a lot of advice hasn't. People are still buying, people are still selling, but how they move now is very different than it was a couple of years ago. If you want guidance based on today's market, not yesterday's expectation, you can book a call using the link below and we'll walk you through your situation properly. No pressure, no guessing, just clarity. That's your 2025 recap and your setup for 2026. Real numbers, real context, real strategy. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching.